Oh yeah, sorry for the delay. I was cooking up a feast at 3 a.m.
Don't worry. Dude, it's 3 a.m. It's like midnight for me, and I'm so tired. I've had like the longest and most insane day ever today.
Yeah, what did
Oh,
you
where are you
do?
from, actually?
UK.
I know like absolutely nothing about you, other than
That's
that you
fine.
do sumo duels.
Yeah, I'm the sumo
And
guy.
you're like, yeah, and you might like apples, I think.
Oh
That's like
yeah.
your guild tag, if I remember.
Yep, same with the PFP.
What's that about?
Well, the Apple stuff.
Yeah, why you apples? What's with the apples?
Well, the PFP is a cute little mascot, and the apples itself,
Okay,
it's just
okay,
my
okay,
brand. It's just a simple brand, I
okay,
guess.
okay.
What about you?
Kind of like, what's his face? It's kind of like Jack-o'-lantern. You give off like that vibe of just I
Crack o'
choose
lantern.
random food objects.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa. Not crack o' lantern. Come on.
that's. Anywho's, my day was kind of insane. I live in the good old United States of America, and this weekend is like 4th of July weekend, Independence, when we escaped from the grasp of you guys in the UK or whatever.
hmm
And I went out and I went to the Mall of America on America weekend, and I was lots of people everywhere, and I nearly got in multiple car accidents. But that's besides the point. It's been pretty fun today. I've been
Sounds like
up
an average
since
day.
like 3. Yeah.
What do you
Dude,
found?
people need to learn
Yeah.
to fucking drive. It's crazy.
No, but that's
Ugh.
the norm
I
in
nearly got
America.
rear-ended. Well, there was a ton of traffic, and I nearly got rear-ended like multiple times because people just don't look at the road, I guess.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's scary.
What do you think on E621? Any strong opinions on that?
What did
Rule
you say?
34 version
Sorry.
of furries. It's like Rule 34 for furries.
What about that? I don't really do any of that stuff.
What does stuff mean?
I don't mess with that stuff. I know the people that do that,
You can't
but
say it
like,
in vague
no,
terms.
ew, I don't like it.
What, fapping to furries?
Mid. I hate furries, bruh. They're gross. They're disgusting.
Okay, okay. We'll get to furries later on. So,
Yeah, that's a later topic. Later
yeah,
topic.
let's start with finding Minecraft slash
Uh,
Hypixel. So, take us to the day one era.
so day one era. This is gonna hold on to something because you're going way back. It's like fucking late in 2010. Like I'm like an OG to Minecraft, and I walk over to my dad. It's on the computer upstairs. He's playing this little game called Minecraft while it was like in beta. I don't know if that was 2010. I just think that's like the right year. And little like 5-year-old me or whatever sees it, and immediately I'm like, oh, I want to play it because it's a little block game, and I like blocks because I'm a little kid, and so I play it, and I kind of just, I don't know, I fell in love with it. It was fun. It was That was like my first real video game, and video games as a concept are really cool to me. Seeing
Did it
that
feel
all
like
this could
Lego?
happen on like a little screen,
Did it feel like
it was
Lego?
kind of cool. Yes, I love Legos. I actually went to the Lego store at the Mall of America today. I was really considering getting a Lego, but they're expensive, and I
Mm-hmm.
can't. I don't want to spend that much on a little Lego thing.
Does your dad still play Minecraft?
I get him to play it on our PS4 when we play split screen once in a while, but
Mm-hmm.
like not really. It's not really his
Okay.
type of thing. He's more into sim racing stuff,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
I'm going to be getting into pretty soon. We can talk about that later, though. That's a later topic. So back to Minecraft. Back to Minecraft. Stay focused. 2010. I learned about it. I started playing it. It starts getting a little bit mainstream, I guess. Around like 2016, I end up going to one of my friends' house, and I would see that they're watching a YouTube video of this guy named Beijing Canadian playing like Hunger Games. I think that's 2016, sometime around
Mm-hmm.
there. I watched a Beijing Canadian video, and holy shit, you can fight people in Minecraft. Like that's so cool. So that gets me down a little rabbit hole of wanting to do that, and I've always wanted to be like really good at something. And I've already played Minecraft for a couple years, like just creative stuff at that point, nothing crazy. But I've always wanted to be really good at something. So I made it my mission that I wanted to be like top blah 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 at something. Just anything. I want to be good at something. And I just learned that there's like little Minecraft servers. So that's cool. Go around to 2017, I get a cracked account because I was poor as fuck. And I go on to, and I also happened to get a laptop that year. It was a really, really bad, like, I think it was a Chromebook actually, not even like a full on laptop. It was really bad. I ran Minecraft at like 30 FPS, but and I played on cracked like Minecraft servers, did Bedwars on them. That's around the time when, or not Bedwars 2017, but Egg Wars, the thing that was before Bedwars. I thought that was super fun. I then switched to Bedwars when that started to come out. I played a lot of like Pika.net, if you like know about that at all.
That's a known
Some of
server.
those, I think it's a old crack server, I guess. I was pretty good at Bedwars, I think. And then finally, in 2019, I snuck out of the house with some friends and I bought one of the little like Minecraft account card things at like Walmart. And I finally got my first Minecraft account after 9 years of playing like cracked at that point. Finally got the real thing. And I
did you get the
logged
real
into
thing?
Hypixel just to
Was it because of Hypixel?
yeah, I got Minecraft account purely because I wanted to play on Hypixel. I've had enough of the amounts of cheaters and crack servers because there's just too many. If you ever played one of those and you played a game of Skywars, literally 80% of the people would just scaffold to bed, and it was the most unenjoyable thing ever. That's why I don't play, or I don't like Skywars at all. It's a horrible game in my opinion. But to each their own. I don't know. I don't like it.
How did you find out about Hypixel?
At some point, I started watching Hashido, solo Bedwars guy. Started watching their like live streams and stuff on YouTube. Thought it was pretty cool, and it was like the most popular server out there. So if I wanted it to be top 10 or something at anything, it was gonna be on the big server because that's where all the people are. And I like solo Bedwars, so might as well go and try to get on the solo leaderboard. And I did try for a little while. I played quite a bit. I think I've gotten a few thousand wins in solo Bedwars. I was pretty good at it, I think, before I quit it. It was really fun.
Why did you main solo?
I main solo just because the people I would play like fours with are like busy some of the times, and I don't like waiting on people. So I just would play solos while I was waiting for them to get online, and it slowly turned into like an addiction of just going online and just playing a game of solos, and it was really fun. I thought I thought Bedwars was an extremely fun little game to play.
What made solo fun? Since a lot of people say solo is boring because you can't VC with people.
Well, the thing about solo is that I was always trying to get like a little bit better at the game. Because I started as a big old stinky noob like everyone else out there, and I wanted to be like very good at the game. So I remember I would, after I lost a game, I would go and like spectate the game and see what I did, what I could have done better. Like I was like a giga nerd at the game. And I really like learning and improving on stuff, so that kind of went into me playing solo. I could focus a lot better if there wasn't 3 other people in the voice chat all screaming about random stuff going on. I could focus a lot way better.
What was your playstyle in Bedwars solo?
In solo, you kind of, from what I remember, is that you kind of want to just go really, really fucking fast. I remember I would always rush like with a stone sword and like 32 blocks or whatever. And if you get a good combo on the other guy, you just kind of snowball after that and go around the map. I remember that I would try to aim towards really quick games because I wanted wanted to get on Wins leaderboard at some point, but that never happened. That was my main goal for a couple of years.
Did you watch any of the
And just
Bedwars
kind of
YouTubers?
I watched Gamerboy80. The GOAT, everyone knows him. I actually live not too far away from him, which is kind of funny. And then I watched Hashido, Sammy Green, probably some others, but I've drawn blanks on them. That was like a long time ago, I feel like. Feels like a long time ago, at least.
When did you move on to OP Duels?
Duels. I started actually with Bridge Duels. When that was like getting really popular. I used to do that as warm-ups before playing actually Bedwars, because I was like, I really struggled with like the bridge fighting in Bedwars, and they made a whole game mode about that in Duels, and that was so cool. So I remember playing a lot of that. I actually made a bunch of friends through Bridge, and I started to slowly play other game modes like UHC, Classic, OP, and OP was like easy, and it was speed PvP. I love speed PvP. That's some people I guess are just really bad at it, so like there's a lot of noobs at it, so I can just go kind of crazy at it. And I don't know, I like the mechanics of it. Speed PvP is so much fun to me. And then you put in rods. I like rod PvP as well. I think rod PvP is insanely fun if you know what you're doing, and if you don't, just S-hold. It's like the funnest thing ever. I don't quite remember when I like started first grinding OP duels, because I just kind of played casually for a while. I remember I saw people of like the Godlike X title though, and I really wanted that because it looks really cool. Purple and it had an X by it. That was like the coolest thing ever. So it would have been like pre-update. I started grinding OP. Not too crazily, but just a little bit.
Did you play any other Duels?
And then I play. If there's a fishing rod in it, I probably played it. I played Classic because that was pretty like that's pretty easy to do while like spaced out and just grind out wins. Most of my games in Classic, half my screen is full of like YouTube or Netflix, which is like the meta. I think I know a couple people who did that, or when I had my second monitor, that would just be completely full of like TV, so I could just run and click at people and get wins.
Yeah. Why did you play Classic instead of maining OP?
Well, after you play a certain amount of OP, you kind of get bored of it. If you get so many wins every single day for so long, I don't know. I got tired of it, so I wanted to switch it up, and I played Classic, which was like the dumbed down version of OP. It was a lot simpler version of it. And
When did you switch?
it was fun. I like wins. I don't really remember when I started playing Classic. I remember when I wanted to get to Godlike. That was like 2 years ago. And that was because I already had Grandmaster, and I think Grandmaster looks horrible as a title. Nobody likes it, so I wanted to get Godlike. And then I had Godlike 3, and I was like, well, that's close enough to Celestial, so then I went for Celestial, and I'm still there. Fun fact, it took me the same amount of time to get Godlike and UHC and Celestial and Classic. The same amount of like playtime.
What do you think about UHC?
Yeah.
As a mode?
It's a very fun game mode to play as like /duels against people, but actually grinding it is such a pain in the butt. Apparently I did it wrong, because you're supposed to grind like 2s, because that's way faster. It's fun, unless you fight people that make it unfun, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's only fun when you're fighting the
When I
nouns.
played... Yeah, when I played, there was like a lot of cheaters. A lot of like closet cheaters. A lot of velo and reach.
Yeah. That's always been the case.
Dirty cheaters. Yeah. Other than that, it was pretty fun. I feel like I've gotten a lot better with lava. I fought my a friend of mine that's pretty good at it actually today, and I was going even with him for the first time in my life, so that's cool.
Do you enjoy the extra items in these duels, like flint and steel, lava, heads?
Yes. I don't. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, "Ew, I hate lava," or "Ew, remove flint and steel," or whatever.
Hmm.
It's a part of the. I think it's just a fun little part of the game. It's another little mechanic that you can learn to help you.
Hmm.
The only thing that I don't like about duels, I guess, is S holding, because like I don't like S holding. That's why I like UHC so much, because there's no point in S holding.
And also, there's the border now. I don't know when it was added, but
Yeah, in the border.
still.
I don't remember. I
Yeah,
don't like it if my game goes for 8 minutes. I
of
could win
course.
like another 8 games in that time, or 20 games in that time. I don't want to wait all that time.
So would you change anything about UHC or OP or even Classic in terms of like the items or even KB?
Honestly, if I could change anything about them, is just removing the natural regeneration, because that would get rid of my biggest gripe, and that's S holders. Because then there'll be no point.
Hmm.
I like that you get healing in OP. It's like a little like second chance if they like lag for you, versus if somebody lags for you in classic, you just kind of lose. But in OP you get a second chance. But if they S hold, that's just not fun.
Hmm.
Not the funnest thing in the world.
What's your playstyle for OP?
Uh, I like to block hit a lot. I like to S tap. S tapping with speed and low ping is kind of crazy, I think. I don't really know how to explain it. It's not too complicated. I run in, I click on the dude, and then I win.
Hmm.
And that's about it. That's about how easy it is,
Of
typically.
course. How do you throw the pots? Do you look up or down?
It depends. Recently, the server has been like buns, so I have to like look up to get the full like minute of speed or 30 seconds of regen. Normally, I would just run into them, like for them in front of me and walk into them, but that's not
Hmm.
working as of this past week. Servers are too laggy,
Of
keeping
course.
in like 18 seconds of speed.
What do you think about
Not
the
good.
maps?
I think they should get rid of the Christmas maps, because uh, I think that's kind of silly. It's cool to have them around for the season, but like it's July. I don't like the blinding white snow in July. Other than that, I don't really have any gripes or anything about the maps. I'm more interested about the gameplay and not what's going on around me.
What do you think about like multi-layered
Oh no worries.
maps? Like multiple
Oh, you
layers of
mean
a
like
map,
the
terrain
you
stuff?
mean like the one in yeah, that did you ever play any like Mindman Club?
Yeah.
And all that in the arenas on there. Or maybe it's Mindman Club. One of the other like low practicey servers. They had like larger arenas, and they had like I remember there was like a little platform you could actually like go up some stairs and go on top of. Like if they added more like I don't know obstacles. I don't know how to fuck to say that word, but like more stuff
Hmm.
around the map. I think that'd be kind of cool. Kind of like the tree on that one like Duels map from way back in the day. More
Oh
just
yeah.
stuff. I feel like just like the flat abyss of the Duels landscape is very sad, and I want more. I think that'd be fun.
Hmm. So you're fine with having like the high ground and low ground battles in classic and
Yeah,
stuff.
cause like that would be more fun. I like that kind of stuff. I think that's cool.
So are you interested in like the skill based stuff, having more variables in a 1v1?
Uh, Yeah, yes and no. I have like I don't know. I'm weird. I like to just space out and get wins because I like wins, but I also like to be like somewhat good at the game, and just like actually try and be really good at it. So
Hmm.
I'm like a weird in between at it. I like all the variables, like I said in UHC, all the random stuff you have to worry about. The lava, you got the fishing rod, you got the G heads and the gaps, which are different and use them at different times. I like all the mechanics in that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised I haven't played any like Blitz or any of the kit modes. I just feel like that's a little bit daunting, 'cause how much stuff you have to learn in those, all the different kits and how to counter all the different kits. I feel like that's a lot. I can't just space out and use the meta. I mean, I bet there's probably a meta,
There
but
is.
like, I don't know. I don't play those.
Did you change
What even
anything
is the
about
meta for Blitz then?
Blitz? I think it's like Archer Kit or the Armor Kit.
Ew! No. Archer kit's so dumb. No. Looks like I'm not playing Blitz ever.
Do you know like Bow?
Yuck. No. I've played a little bit of Blitz. I got like a couple 100 wins one week. And yeah, the Archer kit was there was somebody just playing Archer kit and they were like insane at it. And I'm just getting PTSD flashbacks from that whole incident. I did not have fun during that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
It's
it's
the
just
same in
skill
Mega
issue, but I
Walls.
don't like Archer. I've never
That's
played
fine.
Mega Walls.
It's the same in Mega Walls.
Is
You just
Mega
have to
Walls
abuse the
fun
bow.
at all? I've literally queued 0 games to Mega Walls.
The real mode, kinda. The Duel, no.
I don't think
That's
I've
usually
even
the
played the
case.
real mode either.
I think it's dead now. It's just filled with bee hoppers, or used to be.
GG. I'm kind of excited for the Bedwars duel thing that they're talking about adding.
Oh, the new update.
I'm kind of hyped for that. Yeah, and the new update. I'm kind of hyped for that. Cause like I never really wanted something like that when I first started playing solo Bedwars back in the day. Just a little like 1v1 little thing to like kind of warm up. That's literally why I played Bridge. It's like this game mode that's coming out. So
What do you
I'm
think about the other
excited for that
modes?
to be a thing.
What do you think about Quake and Spleef?
The other I could kind of care less about them. Quake is fun, but I don't know how that would work as a duel. And Spleef is it's Spleef. I have a lot of fun memories of playing Spleef on the split screen on my PS4 with my brother and sister.
Of course.
On like the PS4 little mini games.
That
was a fun one.
What do you think about every title having a reward?
I think that's pretty cool. Not really. I'm not one of the people that go out and get every reward out there, because like most of them are like mid, in my opinion. But they're cool. I'm excited to see what new ones they're gonna add. Maybe I'll get something for having a gazillion wins in OP. That'd be cool. I really feel like they should add something for. I really feel like they should add something for 100,000. By the way, there should be a milestone there, definitely.
For like mode or overall?
Just overall, or mode, I guess. I just feel like that's like, 100K in something. I feel like that's like end game. Maybe not for like sumo players, but for like normal players, that's a lot.
In Classic, that's like 2 months, maybe even less.
I forget. Classic is also like really fast.
It's faster than sumo now.
Is it actually?
God,
I haven't played sumo since like 2020. I do have sumo godlike. I got that a long time ago. I think that was my highest title for a long time. I think I got godlike in that before I had godlike in OP, actually.
Oh, nice.
It was just so easy to brainlessly, like, you join a game, you push W, and you click. And you either win or lose. It's a gamble. Yeah. And I like clicking. I'm literally walking around my bedroom right now in, like, circles. I'm a very fidgety person.
Peak ADHD.
Maybe. Wait, I also have like, this is like kind of embarrassing, but like I have like this little action figure of Spider-Man that I've had since I was like 7, and he's in like dire state, like he's missing a leg and stuff. But I also like to fidget with him. I'm fidgeting with him right now. Maybe I do have ADHD. I don't know. I might be cooked.
How's that embarrassing? Which part of it was embarrassing?
Well, like
Fidgeting or having the
It's a
toy
little
itself?
Spider-Man action figure.
So?
Having the little like toy thingy. I'm like a grown ass man with like a job and stuff, and I have this little fidgety toy. A little Spider-Man doodad. Like literally, I have like a 401k and health insurance, but yeah, I still mess around with this little like 5-year-old toy. I don't know.
Mhm. Well, everyone in this generation is a man-child, so not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I guess. I'm really sad that I lost my fidget spinner. I remember being so happy when I got a fidget spinner, and those things were like very popular at school. I was
Mhm.
the cool kid, and I finally had one. I don't know where it went. I lost it. So I'm back to the Spider-Man fidget.
Yeah. What kind of a fidget spinner was it?
Oh, it was just a generic one. I didn't get any of the crazy ass ones. That I've
Oh,
seen YouTube videos of. It's a generic blue one.
yeah, like the plastic
Got it at
ones.
the mall. Yeah,
I remember the
I was
metallic
so
rainbow
cool in middle
ones.
school for having them. Those ones are so cool. They kind of like remind me of how crazy like CS:GO skins get.
Oh yeah,
I had like the most default common skin for my fidget spinner.
of
I knew
course.
some people that had some of the funny ones. I knew some guy that had like an LED one. That was just crazy.
Do you play CS?
I've played like 5 games of it, and I've won them because I got hard carried. And then
Hmm.
I got banned for killing my teammate, and I haven't touched it since then.
Yeah, you might actually have ADHD.
It was kind of fun, but like I played it while my bedroom was like pitch black, and that game blows flat like the flash grenades.
Mhm.
It was really funny because I was like, I had my face cam on, and I just looked like my entire room would just go white every single time I got flashbanged. It was
That's
really
awesome.
fucking funny. It was such a fun time playing that, but I don't see myself actually sitting down and playing it as like a
Oh, it's cheater
solo or
infested now,
playing of.
so you don't bother.
Yeah, I have some. I know some CS:GO players, and they told me that not to go away. Same with Valorant. I'm trying
Hmm.
to stay away from shooters as much as I can,
Makes sense.
except Fortnite because it's kind of goofy. That one's funny.
How so?
Just like imagine you're in the most intense like 1v2 situation of your life, and you're fighting against Peter Griffin for the win, for the victory royale. It's just so goofy with all the different characters and stuff.
Yeah,
It's very like definitely a mood to play that, especially if like you get a couple of friends together. It can be really fun or it can be really boring.
that applies to every
It's a
game
really like
online.
yeah.
The whole fun
I've
aspect.
had a lot of fun moments with it.
Hmm.
Kind of the same with Roblox. I've been playing that a little bit recently with friends, and yeah, it's but kind of the same ordeal as Fortnite. It can just be so goofy that it's like fun, or that it's like not fun.
Hmm.
If you know, you know.
What do you play on Roblox?
God, I don't even remember the last thing I played. There's so many little different like mini games in it. I don't think Roblox is like a game itself. It's like a thing for games. People can make their
Hmm.
own little games. Here, I'll open up Roblox, see what I last played. Let's see. I know that I recently played Grow a Garden with my mom. That was really funny.
Does your entire family just play games?
Oh, we are really big into board games.
What kind?
Stuff like Ticket to Ride and stuff. That one I'm insane at.
Of course.
We have like also when you said what kind, we have like an entire like closet just full of games. Like all the games you can imagine, we probably have it.
Hmm.
And some more. We're a big game family.
Makes sense. I'm still opening Roblox just to list your little games.
Oh, I forgot about God.
How did you forget? It was
Hold
like
on.
10 seconds ago.
I know, I know. I don't
You actually do have
the last
ADHD, I think.
thing yeah, I probably do. Last thing I played was Grow a Garden. Oh, there's an update. But yeah, I don't. I like that one because I actually do some gardening in real life. I have this little strawberry plant, and like, it's the best thing in my life ever. I actually had one of my. I ate the first strawberry last week. It was so yummy, so much better than the store strawberries.
Yep.
I've been helping my mom out with the garden, so I garden in video games and in real life because I'm cool like that.
Try growing some golden delicious apples next. They're optimal.
I don't. I'll be honest. Apples, th- like red apples, are kind of boring, kind of mid. I like green apples, and that's about it. Like the Granny Smith apples, they're pretty
The
good.
sour ones, yeah.
Well, yeah, the sour ones are really good, but like the red ones can be either hit or miss, especially the ones you get at school. You'll get these like very dark red little tiny ones, and they were like 99% of the time mid because they're just mushy. I don't think I've ever had like a yellow apple before in like real life.
In real life. Actual Minecraft
I wonder
addict.
if there's a. I wonder if there's like a statistic for how many gapples I've eaten in Hypixel Duels. That'd be kind of
I think
funny.
there is.
I know they have random statistics for like how many times you've clicked and stuff, but you know what? They should add that in the next update. They should add how many gapples I've eaten as a new leaderboard. Most gapples eaten as a leaderboard.
Yeah, the problem with apples, the public ones, is all the supermarkets use pesticides and stuff, which pretty much kills all the flavor. And in the UK, they're all hard.
Oh yeah.
And they're just dry.
So I don't like that. I've had.
Yeah.
My neighbor has some apple trees that neighbors or that like separates our house from their house, and I get little apples from them. They're pretty good, and like actually like real grown apples are a lot smaller than the ones you see at the store. Like
yeah,
a lot smaller.
It's the same with meat. I think some of the animals get like fattened up, so the meat can become like juicier or bigger at least.
I think that's just with all food. Shout out to capitalism for being capitalism.
Okay, let's go back to Minecraft. 15 minutes of just ADHD.
Okay. My bad.
Which is fine. It's fine.
I'm still fidgeting with my little Spider-Man, by the way.
Boss.
I cannot be stopped.
So let's move on to dodging.
Maybe that's why I played Duels so much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go ahead.
So dodging.
What do you think about dodging? Do you think it's immoral? Have you used it before? And what do you think about it in general?
I think dodging is alright unless you constantly dodge me in particular in queue. Because I hate when people queue me for like 2 seconds and immediately leave in queue. So that wastes so much time. It destroys my wins per hour. I'm kidding. I don't care about dodging that much. It's whatever, people do it. I did it. I mainly started doing it to like dodge cheaters because I don't like losing to cheaters because I don't like it. I don't like losing that much. And the cheaters, it just feels kind of scummy. So if I had an option just to skip them, I'll take that. I think that's kind of cool. I did use it to get a couple of win streaks. So shout out to Dodging to getting me some really cool win streaks that I honestly probably shouldn't have. But yeah, Dodging's cool, I guess.
How do you feel about it now, considering it's gone?
Now that it's gone, I kind of wish it was still a thing so I can dodge like the one cheater that keeps on sniping me at 300. You know who you are. But other than that, I kind of like it without it. I made a bunch of people I know quit, which is kind of sad. Like half of my friends list is not logged in like a whole year because of the whole dodging thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it made a lot of people just get up and quit, which is sad.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like almost every.
But then again, I kind
of quit. Yeah.
I like the people that did stay though, because then I get to fight like good people in queue finally instead of fighting only nods. Actual good players actually have to fight me now, which is kind of cool, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like a good mixture of like nons and like sweats in my queue. I want enough so I'm not bored, but not too much like sweats where it's just like unbearable. A
Yeah,
good
really should
mixture of
get
the both
Monster
is
or
cool.
something for your ADHD.
Yeah. Man, you should have seen my. I got exposed pretty hard the other day because I had like five. I was doing like five different things at once. I was queuing OP. I had Twitter open. I was looking for an artist to commission. I had YouTube open because I just finished a video, and I also had Sopranos playing. Like I had all the screens full of all the simulation in the world. It was kind
Mm.
of crazy.
Yeah, The
Doing
Sopranos is
everything at
based on me,
once.
by the way. So, little side note.
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
like just started Sopranos. I'm on like
Oh, okay.
episode like 5 or something.
All right. It's one of the better series, I'd say, in the
I just
mainstream
finished
media.
watching, or not finished, but like I got all the way to season 7 of Dexter. Dexter was pretty good until season 5, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Season 4 was like peak cinema, and then it starts to fall off after that. I watched all of Dexter while playing OP, by the way. When I did my 10K monthly, I just watched Dexter on the side. It was such a vibe.
Mm-hmm. That's normal for Wins grinders to watch something in the second monitor,
Yeah.
or in the back at least.
I don't have a second monitor anymore. I gave it to my brother. So I'm just stuck with one big monitor. And I like minimize my game. So like half of my screen is Dexter and half of my screen is actual gaming. My setup looks horrible when I'm actually playing the game. I have so many things up. I really do need a second monitor.
Oh, of course. It's essential.
But I don't really want to spend the money on a second monitor. I don't know. I will get a second monitor if I get a racing sim, which I'm really thinking about. I think that would be really fun.
So let's move on to your win streaks. Do you want to explain some of your win streaks? The lore behind it? Although it's pretty simple.
So my first 1,000 win streak, I got it kind of out of pure luck, and because I just wanted 4 digits on my win streak thingy, because it would look cool. And then I got it. And then my original plan was to throw it at 1,000, but the guy left that game, so I got 1,001, and I was kind of peeved about that. And then I queued another game, and then my internet crashed, which sounds like a horrible set of circumstances, which it was. My Wi-Fi crashed, so then I was stuck with 1,001 until I got banned recently. That was horrible. Grossest number ever. My other win streak, I don't even remember what it is. It's on Lifetime, I think, for OP. I have a big win streak, and I just play on that account like a few games once in a while, and I dodged the hell out of it, and somehow I made it on Lifetime. I mainly just wanted to pass my friend that was on Lifetime, just to say that I can I can do a win streak if I wanted to, and I did it. So boom, insane win streak lore.
I assume the win streak is just a little side quest for you, and you care more
Yeah,
about wins.
I could care less about the win streak. I'm more of a wins kind of person. Win streaks are cool, but like, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it at all. The number's too small. I can't get like a cool win streak without cheating. If I wanted a cool win streak, it would have to be like 100,000 win streak, and that's too much.
Yeah.
And also that would be extremely stressful and like impossible. So many things wrong with that. So I'll go for wins. I like wins.
24/7.
Yeah, and I'm not locked in 24/7. I like to watch my YouTube and stuff. There's a lot of like, I don't know, people are very like toxic, I feel like. Like I see screenshots of you like, oh, I killed you, ha ha ha. Little did you know, I see like half my screen, 'cause the other half is full of other stimulation. I am not locked in 24/7. I like to play like casual, like a normal human being once in a while.
Happens to everyone.
It's fun.
On the LB.
Yeah. I like to be normal. I don't know.
Do you have any goals for OP?
Well, I just passed ear piercing, so now I'm technically on the top 3 if you count hers as botted account.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really. My original plan was just to get on a leaderboard in some game mode, and my first leaderboard, my first top 10 was OP, like over 2 years ago, and my original plan was to stop, but I just kept on playing it because like it was fun. So I don't really know if I don't really have a goal. I'm just kind of playing. 100K would be kind of cool, but that is gonna take a long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Go for
really.
190K.
I'm not really aiming for it. I'm not going for 190K. That's
Why?
ridiculous.
It's optimal.
That would look cool, but like the queue, I bet if you log on and look at the OP queue, there's like 3 people online right now. I am not dealing with that queue all the way to like 190K. I have better things to do in life than sit around and get 20 wins an hour. It's just not worth my time. I'm an old grizzled man. I need to stop playing Minecraft at some point. Do
Can you
man
retire
things.
soon?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang up my hat and call it good. I have a question since I don't really talk to Duels players. It's like, is being 21 like old? Am I an unk in the Duels community?
Same age as me. Also, it depends on the community. Like all the
Okay,
shitters in
okay.
Lobby 1 of like Sumo Iron and shit like that, they'll call you old if you're over 16. In the real
That's
community,
crazy.
it also depends. All of the cheaters will shit on you, or the botters will shit on you. But most
Well,
legits
that's
will be
just
fine with
because
it.
they'll shit on anybody.
Kinda. Kinda.
People just love starting beef. I don't know. I feel like it's not that old. I feel like I'm still young in my prime. Then
Of
again, I
course.
woke up today, my back was hurting, my hip was like kind of weird. I don't know, man. Old age
Yeah,
has hit me hard this week.
that happens to me when I meet a fanboy too.
Kind of crazy. No, wait. I just realized what you said. That's crazy.
Nice one.
I feel like my brain is like slightly delayed sometimes. Like I just start yapping and then I just continue yapping and I don't hear anything else other than what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I don't know. I
But
might
yeah,
be crazy.
21 isn't really old. It's not even your prime. I believe your
Okay.
prime is 25 or
Okay.
30.
30? I'm probably gonna be playing Minecraft while I'm 30. I don't know. I haven't quit this game and I started playing it before I was in kindergarten. I remember that because I missed the school bus once because I was getting jumped by a spider and I missed a little alarm that my dad set to to make me go to the bus stop. And then ever since then, for my entire childhood, I was not allowed to play video games before 7 in the morning because of that
That's
one
rough.
incident. I threw so hard that day.
Mm-hmm.
I could have so many more hours in Minecraft, but no.
Well, let's move on
The
to
biggest
furries.
fumble.
Of course. So, what are your thoughts on
Oh,
furries?
furries. Here, I was explain the insane furry lore I have, I guess. So, like, it's middle school, right? You're in that awkward phase where everyone is like kind of weird. Everyone's been there. And I started reading the Warrior Cat books because they're in the library, and I like cats. I grew up with a lot of cats in my house. Right now, there is 8 cats in my house. The most we've had at one time was 14, if I remember. I like animals. Animals are so cool. And I've always thought that it would be cool for my little online character to be a little animal. I didn't even know that furries were literally a thing until like 2019 because I didn't really have internet access for the longest part of my life. I would say I got internet access really when I was like in 2018, so like when I was in the like middle of high school or something. It's fairly not too long ago. So I didn't know what furries were before I guess I was a furry. So that's kind of GG. I don't think that I know that a lot of people are like, this furry, or this is my soda. It has all these personalities and stuff. I just see my furry as literally just a cool little character online. Kind of like how you see yourself as like, or I don't know if you see yourself, but like you have your little like
It's a
Apple
mascot.
character. Yeah, it's like a little mascot for the internet. You can be creative on the internet, believe it or not. And instead of having like the default like car profile picture or whatever people have for profile pictures, I just wanted to make a little character. Boom. Insane lore right there.
Mm-hmm. You want to talk about like the average furry, or like the extreme furries, or even furry cons? Since you do use Twitter, allegedly.
Well, I used to use Twitter for literally just for commissions. Just because I like art and I can't draw. Well, I can't draw, but like I can't
Sure.
draw good.
But you've seen some stuff though, probably.
Oh, I've seen everything. I've I've seen stuff that no man should ever seen. The internet's a scary place. But like I deleted my Twitter account at the start of this year, and I recently just made a new one because I can't find artists through servers that are not like weird. And people recommend me artists that are on Twitter that I actually know, so I'm crawling back to Twitter, even though I don't want to. Getting commissions is like kind of hit or miss, if that makes any sense. Some artists are like really fun to work with, like the person that made my new little character that I thought of. They were really fun to work with, and I just kind of just saw them in a Discord one day. So it's kind of like a big gamble getting the commission. Sometimes they're like really weird, like the first ever art I got of my other Sona, they later went on to draw really weird stuff, and they blocked me and said weird stuff about me and started a whole bunch of beef for literally no point. So I don't understand furries sometimes. I feel like furries are very like attention hungry.
Who
Like,
isn't?
or they just love starting drama and stuff. I cannot tell you who that first person was. I could not remember that. That was so long ago. They just drew me a little doodad and stuff, and we were friends, but not anymore. And now they hate me for life. That's, I guess, how it works as a furry.
But even with fursuits being like 3K USD.
I think that's fucking hilarious, but it kind of makes sense though. Think about the effort that goes into making one of those things. It must take a little bit of time, and the material's kind of expensive. But I feel like, I don't know, 3,000. I've seen some that are like 10,000, 15,000. It's like, would you rather have a car or a funny little animal costume? Those are your options. It's
When are you
kind
buying
of
one?
ridiculous. No, I'm a responsible man. I need
Oh, is
money
it too
for
late
like putting a down payment on a house.
now?
I
It's too
could
late
get
now.
one, but like I'm saving up money. I guess it's too late. I could. I think it'd be cool to get like a partial suit at some point, but like I don't have the funds to spend $10,000 on like a cool suit. I have money, but not that much. I'm not
Yeah.
willing to spend that much on something at the moment.
How would your ideal
Especially if
suit
how my
look like?
cars was acting today.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just made a new Sona like 2 weeks ago because I had an idea and I wanted to change my old bat character I had from 2 years ago to a different theme. And I feel like I switched my opinion about stuff I like way too often. That's why I've also been hesitant about getting the fursuit, because like my opinion changes on stuff so much. That's also why I haven't gotten like piercings or tattoos. I feel like everything that I do is like everything that I like just can change on a dime. I can see a different artist and be like, "Whoa, that's so cool," And the thing, before I know it, the thing I liked last week was like, not, I hate it. It's so bad, gross, don't like it. So I don't know.
That is how life works, though. Your opinion changes
Yeah.
frequently.
I feel like mine changes like all the time. I don't know. And also, like, I don't want to spend $10,000 on something just to not like it, because then that's just $10,000 down the drain, and that's like a lot of money for Joe Schmo like me.
Yeah. Are you interested in tattoos? Since you mentioned it before.
I think they're really cool. I would like to get a tattoo at some point, but as I just said, I don't. It's a very permanent thing. They're expensive,
Okay.
and they're gonna be on you for like ever unless you want to get it removed, and that's like a pain in the ass too. They're really cool, and I would like to get one, but I'm uncertain about a design that I would want to get.
What were some
Very
designs you
indecisive
previously
about
wanted?
stuff. I know that I think it'd really be really cool to get like a willow tree, because there's a willow tree at my grandma and grandpa's house, and I remember spending hours under that thing reading books and stuff, and it was just, I really like that type of tree. But I feel like, I don't know. I want something that has even more lore than that somehow.
I mean, it doesn't have to be
I want my tattoo to
something
well, I know
crazy.
that your tattoo doesn't have to have lore or anything, but like, I like when I like when it has a story. I think that would be really cool. I mean, it's literally inked into your skin, so it's literally a part of you. So might as well have some sort of story that represents you in a way. Tattoos should represent you in a way, I think.
What about piercings?
Oh, I was kind of iffy on those, so I don't want to stab a hole in my ear because that seems kind of silly, but they look really cool. I'm actually really tempted to go get piercings. Some funnily enough, ear piercings. You know, like the OP Duels guy.
Yes.
I want to get some of those with my brother on his birthday pretty soon, because he wants some, and I think they would be kind of cool if we can get them together.
Are they small or like very unique?
Well, I haven't got them yet. His birthday is coming up in August. Don't tell him, obviously. It's like a surprise.
I have no power here.
But yeah, I think piercings and stuff is really, really, really cool.
What kind of a piercing would you want though? Like something small or something unique and flashy?
Definitely not an ear gauge. Never get one of those things. Those things actually make me sick on the inside. You know what an ear gauge is, right? Or they just like put the little like circle in like in the squishy part of your ear, and it. Hold on, just look it up. It's a really gross thing. I hate it. I hate it so much. I like maybe just like a little tiny piercing or something. Something not too intrusive. I use earbuds a lot too, so like I don't want I don't want too many things going on by my ear. I also have glasses and stuff. I've always had like an ear, you know how people have like the really dangly like earrings?
Yeah.
I also have like long curly hair, so I can only imagine how crazy it would be if like do people take off earrings when they go to bed?
Sometimes,
Oh, do you have to take that out and in your ear every day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of. First of all, it's kind of gross. I don't like taking things. That's a kind of gross. And my hair is so messy.
Lenses.
What if it gets tangled in my hair?
Well, you lose.
I don't like contact lenses. I don't want to stick something in my eyeball.
Yeah.
That's gross. Nasty. And what if I forget to take them out one night, and then they're just going to be a part of my eyeball forever? That's so bad. I hate that. I've seen how they do eye surgeries, and it's so like, ugh. There's so much plastic probably in my system, anyways. I love microplastics.
Are you talking about like LASIK or something? Where they like slice that little part of the eye and move it physically?
Yeah, yeah, and they get like the little like, God, I should know what it was. I went to med school. They get the little like knife to do that thing, and they move it over, and it's really gross and nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, scalpel. God,
It's pretty rough.
it was so nasty. Also, I recommend never go to med school unless you want to do vocab for the rest of your entire life. It's just a heads up.
Hmm.
Med school is rough. They do not joke around in med school.
I mean, of
I
course.
did that for a semester and a half and got out of there because I don't know. It was tough, and I was pretty unsure about doing that type of thing.
Hmm.
It's too like icky. I can get grossed out pretty easily by stuff, and I try to overcome it, but they showed one video, and I actually like nearly fainted in class at some point. So I'm not cut out for the medical field. I
What
was
kind of
in
a
a
job did you
class
want?
like there was like 60 of us. Well, I wanted to be like a PTA or a physical therapist assistant. So
Mhm.
it pays well, and I help people, which is a thing I like to do. I like helping people, and I don't have to get down in the icky, like, gross stuff.
Yeah, you just have to give out the
So I was
equipment.
like, oh, it's perfect. But the schooling, yeah, you still have to do the same school stuff. And God, I couldn't even make it past the first like video. It was so gross. I was in I was in a room with like 60 of us. Funnily enough, there was like 2 dudes in that entire room. And I like immediately like almost fainted because they showed some weird human anatomy video that makes me uncomfortable even thinking about it. It was ugh. Shout out to the
Uh,
people that can actually do that stuff.
yeah,
It's so ugh.
just leave it to the pros
I'm
like me.
grossed out. So yeah. No, 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 no. I don't think you should be a pro at 21 with that type of thing. I don't.
Mhm.
I would not like it if a 21-year-old was doing surgery on me.
Yeah, but I'll
You
be
have to
on
be
meth,
looking like
so I'll
Sensei
be locked
Wu
in.
if you're doing surgery on me. No, not meth. That's even worse.
No, it's locked in. You're fully locked in. It's good. You're focused.
Okay, okay. Is that what
Checkers
meth
Ascended
does?
X
I have yet to do meth.
for now
Yeah, for
until we
now.
meet
I don't
up.
know what tomorrow. I don't know what happens tomorrow. I know I'm quite busy tomorrow, but I don't know if it gets that busy.
Okay. What do you think about femboys?
I've been accused multiple times for being one,
I wonder
which
why.
is funny. Well, I'm literally built like a twink. It's so like
Ah,
crazy. Being 5'5" and like fit is such a hard life.
mm,
And being 5'5" and skinny in the furry community is kind of like scary because the things that people will say to me sometimes is so like, ugh,
yeah, I can imagine.
gross, nasty. People are so weird. There's so many weirdos on this planet. It makes me actually sick.
Well, you're in the furry com. What did you expect?
I expected people to be like, I don't know, have a little bit of boundaries. I've seen some weird
Okay.
messages sent my way. And
They're usually
it's not
fat
even
to
limited to the
animals.
furry community, by the way.
I know.
I was, we're going into a story time. I was at the post office because I had to sign something, but I was at work. So
Mhm.
I drove all the way to the post office, and there was this girl behind me, and she was eyeballing me. Like, you know when you feel like somebody's looking at you?
Yeah.
You get that like feeling. I looked around, she's like staring at me. And later that day, she somehow finds my Facebook account, which I had just have like family members added on it. I have no idea how the hell she figured that out. Maybe she heard my name when I was talking to the post office person. I've never seen this girl in my entire life. And she started saying some mad shit about how I'm a femboy and stuff. And this is in real life, by the way. A real life
What?
person
That sounds so
saying I'm like a
fake.
femboy and stuff. I know it's not so fake, but it's like, I have like screenshots of it because it was so crazy. They were saying all this shit on Messenger, Facebook Messenger.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, being
Only in
a
America.
tiny man in this society, I'm turning into the Joker, but in this society, it's
Why
kind of
so
crazy.
serious?
Yeah. People
What do you
always
think?
want femboys. We don't ask the femboy how they're doing. That's so
Mm,
sad.
of course. Thoughts on this guy?
Thoughts on what my desktop is off? Hold on.
Look at DM. Actually, just smash or pass.
Mid.
Oh, okay. What are you against, femboys? Against your own
Yeah.
people? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm femboy phobic. Oh yeah, this
Femboy
is like a podcast, right?
Yeah.
People are gonna listen to this. I want
Every
all the
second.
Duels community to think that I'm racist and homophobic and all the bad things. So
Mhm.
send me all your hate. That would be really cool. Or messages, or just say hi, please. I'm lonely.
Mhm.
Please. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, I think that's it for the podcast. Unless you want to say something else.
I hope that everyone that listens to this has a good day or something. I don't know. I don't know how
Mhm.
podcasts work.
It's
I
just
listen to
an outro.
podcasts at work.
Yeah. Which ones?
Well, yeah, I don't do the whole YouTuber recording thing. I like to stick to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to Distractable. You guys should go listen to Distractable. It's made by Markiplier and his friends. It's so fun.
I don't think many people
Would
in
you
this
let
call
me
have friends.
would you let me plug someone else's podcast in your podcast?
Yeah, because I don't make money.
Or you?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Unless you talk
Okay.
about
Just
swatting
adds
people,
onto your
and I would allow it.
swatting people.
Yeah.
Is that what happened to that Tenkai guy
Oh,
over
yeah.
like combo duels?
Yeah.
That's
There's many
kind of
cases of
crazy.
this. For some.
Many cases?
Yeah.
I didn't know
swatting,
there's more than
doxing.
one. I know about doxing. I know that happens. It's actually
That's-
pretty easy to do that.
It's very common.
I forget who showed me, but like a couple of years ago when I was in like dual servers, some guy showed me how easy it was to dox people and a call some other people. And it's scary. I don't like that I'm like a grown man and I have like actual like things I can lose from people doing stuff like that over a kid's game, by the way. Imagine that you're so like there's so much brain rot in your frontal lobe that you go over and you swat somebody because of some Minecraft drama.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of crazy. Minecraft
Yeah.
should not be like that.
That's kind
It
of
should be a
medium level,
little
though.
kid's game. I
So
know.
trying
I know that's me. That's even sadder though. That stuff is like
Yeah,
that
this is
stuff is
general
like
gaming.
I know. I hate people. People are so weird.
Yeah. The
Why
highest
do you
level's probably
swap
getting
people
killed
over Minecraft?
over losing.
Getting
Or winning,
killed
I
in real
guess.
life. That's GG.
Yeah.
Ooh, I actually have a question. So I at work I help make weapons of mass destruction. Does that mean that I have assists in real life
Kind of.
or not? If I help make the things that eliminate people in real life, do I have assists?
Kind of.
I've been thinking about that a lot recently with the current events going on in the world. And I probably have assists in real life, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could talk more about my job, but I literally I signed a paper and I literally can't. So
like an
that's kind of
NDA.
GG. Yeah.
Makes sense. Just
If
go
you
ahead.
say that you have an NDA to people, by the way, they just immediately think you work in the FBI. I do not work in the FBI,
That can be
unfortunately.
for many simple things, like a new invention.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a little like that's something for like safety of whoever wants it or some I don't know. It's a business mumbo jumbo.
Well,
But
thanks for
yeah, I'll
joining.
let you go. My headset's
Yeah.
dying.
All right. Bye-bye.